For being my viewer gets rupees 500 off on orders of rupees 2000 or more on Food Mandu. Use the promo code Sanjay on air on checkout. Offer valid till the end of February 2023. So use it right away. Do you feel you're being judged all the time?
Oh, granted that my dad is a judge. I've been judged all my life. Okay, I'll tell you a story, right? So, my dad was very strict. Ever since I was a kid, my mom and dad were very strict. There was like no sleepovers, no going out to play. It's a very scary place. Our country is a very scary place. You got to be safe. You got to study, get a job, right? And I'm always like the troublemaker. I'm like, nah, I want to go play football. I want to do this. I want to do that, right? So, मैले 2000, I don't remember, 14, 15 ma first time घरबाट बाहिर, I actually got a grant from my college to start a business. There was this thing called shout out King's College for supporting my business at the very beginning of my business before it was even registered. So there was this thing called EDC, which was entrepreneurial development incubation type incubation service. I feel like it was EDC. I don't remember the full form. I applied for it. I showed them my business proposal. I gave them a presentation, and the principal actually stood up and he said, "I'm proud of you. What do you want?" And I'm like, I need some money to start my business. So before my company was registered, I had a check for 1 lakh for my business. Then earthquake happened, all that shit. That was when I actually started saying 2024 ma Grammy, because 2014 थियो, and I made a promise to myself कि म 10 वर्षमा नेपालमा Grammy लिएर आउँछु भनेर. That's why it's 2024. So I say that because I believe that I can do it, and I also want other Nepali artists to believe that they can do it too. It's not just म मात्रै ल्याउँछु भने हैन क्या.
सबै मिलेर गरौँ, सबै गरौँ.
सबैजनाले मिलेर गर्यो भने म त इनएभिटेबल देख्छु क्या. बुझेन, लाइक इन द सेन्स कि लाइक पहिलेदेखि बचाउँ के भन्थ्यो 83,000 मेगावाट्स इलेक्ट्रिसिटी नेपालमा डाडा छ भन्छ होइन. अनि त्यो गर्यो भने टन्नै पैसा कमाउँछ. व्हाट आई से इज म्युजिक सिकाऊ क्या यहाँको युथलाई. ड्रगमा लागेको मान्छेहरूलाई रिहेबिलिटेट गर युजिङ म्युजिक, युजिङ स्पोर्ट्स, युजिङ एन्टरटेनमेन्ट, ट्रेन देम. द्याट इज वान थिङ. जस्तै एउटा तिमीले सिरियलको फ्याक्ट्री बनायो अरे क्या, नेरोल्याग जस्तै होइन. त्यसलाई एक्सपोर्ट क्वालिटी बनाउन यु निड करोडौँ खरबौँ पैसा चाहिन्छ होइन. एउटा रेगुलर मान्छेलाई एउटा डोप आर्टिस्ट बनाउन त्यति धेरै पैसा लाग्दैन क्या. वी क्यान स्टिल क्रिएट एक्सपोर्ट क्वालिटी प्रडक्ट. सो आई वान्ट नेपाली पिपल टु बिलिभ इन द्याट शिट, राइट? सो coming back to the story is like college gave me money. I started my business. So
you almost started.
No, I started my business. I started my business. अनि दर्ता गर्न मलाई 6 महिना लाग्यो एक्चुअली, बिकज भुइँचालो भर्खर गएको थियो. अनि एभ्रिबडी कम्पनी दर्ता गर्न गयो, देयर लाइक राहत दिन गएको छ मान्छे भन्थ्यो. अनि आम लाइक राहत चाहिने मान्छेलाई पहिला देऊ न, अफिसको मान्छेलाई राहत देऊ पहिला. सो इट टुक मी 6 months to just register the company, cash the check. सो बिस्तारै के भयो भन्दाखेरि आई हेड टु स्टे आउटसाइड एन्ड ह्याभ स्लिप ओभर्स एट द स्टुडियो नै. बिकज इफ यु रिमेम्बर भुइँचालो र नाकाबन्दी अलमोस्ट सँगै भएको थियो. अलिकति ग्याप थियो, तर लाइक इन द लङ रन when you think back it feels like happened at the same time. Maybe 2-3 months gap थियो होला as far as I remember. भुइँचालो गयो, संविधान आयो, संविधान आएको भोलि पर्सिपल्टदेखि नाकाबन्दी भयो as far as I remember.
Let's double check this. हेर त नाकाबन्दी कहिले थियो भनेर. भुइँचालो 2015 मा गयो अनि
नाकाबन्दी भइसकेपछि चाहिँ आई निडेड टु रेकर्ड सङ्ग्स. अनि दिनभरि चाहिँ मैले जहाँ अफिस खोलेको त्यसको साइडमा चाहिँ कन्स्ट्रक्सन भएर दिनभरि गर्थ्यो. आई कुड नट रेकर्ड इन द डे टाइम. सो आई वाज लाइक, आई वेन्ट टु माई ड्याड एन्ड आई वाज लाइक, बाबा आई निड टु स्टे आउटसाइड टु रेकर्ड सङ्ग्स. And he's like, पर्दैन. And I'm like, you know, like, listen to, like, hear me out. Listen to my logic. And he's like, म जज हो, म सिधै डिसिजन दिन्छु अरे. And I'm like, what the fuck, man? You should be a rapper. You're coming up with such dope punchlines, bro. Like, म जज हो, म लजिक सुन्दिनँ, म के अरे, म रिजनिङ सुन्दिनँ, म आर्ग्युमेन्ट सुन्दिनँ, म सिधै डिसिजन दिन्छु, बस्नु पर्दैन अरे. अनि आई अल्सो सेड, मैले खास पर्मिसन मागेँ होइन, आइएम जस्ट नोटिफाइङ यु, सो आइ मस्ट स्टे आउटसाइड. एन्ड हिज लास्ट वर्ड्स टु मी इन द्याट कन्भर्सेसन वाज, ध्यान दिएर रेकर्ड दिएँ, रातभरि हल्ला गरेर पुलिस आउला त्यहाँ. एन्ड द होल नाइट आई वाज रेकर्डिङ लाइक, आई डोन्ट रिमेम्बर द नेम अफ द सङ, बट आई वाज रेकर्डिङ लाइक पुलिस आउला भनेर. So I've been judged all my life ever since I was in school or whatever. But I feel like everybody's judged, man. Everybody's judged. Like, you walk into the room and 5 people are staying here, they're going to look at you and they're going to build a perception of you. That's life. I don't mind being judged. I know at the end of the day, भगवानले सबै हेरिरहेछ. भगवानसँग खाता छ, यसले यो राम्रो गर्यो, यो नराम्रो गर्यो भनेर. I don't believe in heaven, hell or none of that shit, but I believe there's a higher power who's watching. Just anytime something bad happens in my life, my mom is frustrated and I'm always saying, भगवानले हेरिरहेछ नि मामु. कर्मयोग रे क्या. मलाई मेरो बेस्ट फ्रेन्ड अङ्कित भन्ने इज माई बेस्ट फ्रेन्ड, अल्सो वान अफ माई म्यानेजर्स. अनि हि सेज, हाम्रो गीतामा लेखेको छ भन्थ्यो उसले गीतामा अब हाम्रो कुनै ग्रन्थमा लेखेको छ आई डोन्ट रिमेम्बर तर के भन्छ कर्मयोग रे कर्मयोग भनेको चाहिँ किन काम गर्ने बिर्सिने रे क्या कामबाट रिजल्ट पनि एक्सपेक्ट नगर्ने रे क्या सो आई डु अ सङ आइ एम नट एक्सपेक्टिङ इट टु बी बिग नन अफ द्याट गीत गरी बिर्सेँ क्या पछि गएर दिस हेज स्टार्टेड ह्यापनिङ टु मी कि लाइक आई मिट समबडी इन देयर लाइक दाइ यो लाइन क्या डोप थियो एम लाइक कुन गीतको लाइन हो यो मेरै लाइन हो राम्रो रहेछ यादै छैन एन्ड आई लभ इट I worked so hard. I worked so much. I can't keep track no more.
How do you keep your memory sharp?
I don't know, man. I have a very.
You just said something very interesting right now. I know. You just said that let's get kids off drugs. I know. And get them into other things. Get them into music. Get them into
sports,
this. I know.
Entertainment, whatever. म त के भन्छु तिम्रो ग्रुप सर्कलमा 5 जना छ अरे हैन एकजनाले र्याप हान्छ र तिमीलाई र्याप हान्न आउँदैन भने तिमी र्यापर नबन तिमी उसको म्यानेजर बन अहिले नेपाली हिपहप इन्डस्ट्रीमा ऱ्यापर धेरै भइसक्यो म्यानेजर कोही छैन म्यानेजरहरू चाहिरहेछ क्या ऱ्यापरहरूलाई अहिले आइएम ट्राइङ टु बिल्ड म्यानेजर्स इन माई कम्पनी अहिले
Okay, so how do you keep your memory sharp?
I don't know, man. I don't sleep, I guess that's the key. I don't sleep a lot. I have a very photographic memory, in a sense. I remember a lot of crazy shit that other people... I've said things to people where they're like, how is memory? How do you remember this? I don't know. It's always been sharp. I don't know, ever since I was a kid. I remember weird things.
I try to go ahead and I don't have a sharp memory.
Really?
China.
Oh,
I know, of course, China. I know. And you know how I try to go ahead and enhance it?
How?
Try to make it slightly better?
How is it?
By drinking a lot of water and not taking any substance. I know. I
Yeah,
try. I
definitely.
Know.
Water is key.
Do you take any substance?
Not really.
Do you take any support, any help?
No.
Nothing?
No.
Nicotine, maybe? Yes. That's it?
I've actually quit smoking cigarettes too.
But you're taking nicotine?
Yeah, I'm taking nicotine.
So nicotine is the only thing?
Definitely, yes, sir.
I know. So you're like me then. This you're only drinking like a lot of water and you're like trying to get focused.
Water also is a problem, man. Like people always tell me drink a lot of water. Nah, not right now. No, not right now. Not right now.
This program is brought to you by Vyas Studios. Thank you very much for supporting the podcast so far. And if you want to see more content, more shows, then make sure that you subscribe to our channel.